everyone, welcome to a Roy's Talk. This is where I talk about stuff that pisses me off about the fitness industry, or where I just relay simple information to you, or just tell you how bullshit other information is. As you can see, I'm sat outside today because it is such a gorgeous day. I thought, be a bit of a change, wouldn't it? Alright, today I'll be talking to you about something that has pissed me off for such a long time. And that's the way people portray fat loss, really, and make it out to be this really fucking hard thing, and this thing that you have to be on these fad diets to do it. These really hard fad diets, or fad diets that aren't good for you, fad diets that don't work, but you have to be on these to lose fat, right? Bullshit. So you have people going on diets such as keto, where they'll cut out all of their carbs completely and they'll just live off of protein and fat. So they're cutting out an entire macronutrient. Does that sound healthy to you? No, it's because it's not. Yes, some people do get benefits from a keto diet, or a ketogenic diet, should I say. If I'm honest, these effects are over amplified. They're not as good as people say they are. Are you, as a person, as a normal fucking person, going to stick to a protein and fat diet for long periods of time? No, probably not. You're not. You just aren't. You're not going to stick to them because they're boring, or they're hard, or they make you feel like shit because you're cutting out macronutrients that you actually need. And that's where people go wrong. You're not prepared to feel shit for however many weeks that you're doing it for. You're not used to the diet. To lose weight, all you need to do is be in a calorie deficit. That is literally all you need. You don't need to cut out any macronutrients whatsoever. You don't need to put your body through any kind of torture, any cravings, torture, any, fucking macronutrient deficiencies. All you need is a calorie deficit. It really isn't that hard. Now, you might think to yourself, oh, I did keto for a bit and I did lose weight. Well done to you, because you will lose weight on these diets. But how long did you stick to it for? I bet it wasn't very long. How did you feel while you were on it? Like shit? Yeah, I bet you did. How much of your shopping did you have to change to lose that weight? How much food did you miss out on? How many desserts, how many good dinners did you sacrifice for that? I bet it was a lot, wasn't it, if you did stick to it? But chances are you didn't stick to it because they make you feel like crap, because they're fucking awful. Now, as I said, all you need is a calorie deficit, and you don't feel fucking awful on a calorie deficit because you're not taking out any main macronutrients to lose weight on. Keto removes carbs completely, because then you start burning ketones that are in your body. Fuck off. Seriously, take your no carb diet, and shove it somewhere, right? Getting people to do these diets, normal people to do these diets, is so unethical. It's ridiculous, honestly. And if a PT tells you to go on these diets, then they don't know what they're talking about nutrition-wise whatsoever. They haven't done any research. They're just jumping on the fad bandwagon as well. Now, the thing with calorie deficit is, obviously, as I just said, you don't want to be removing any macronutrients from your diet completely, right? But the thing with calorie deficit, you can just eat sugar all day if you wanted to. As long as you're eating less calories than you're burning, you're going to lose fat, right? You could eat fat all day if you wanted to. Again, less calories than what you're using, you will lose weight. Obviously, that's not healthy, is it? No, it's not. So why would anyone think keto is healthy when you remove a whole macronutrient such as carbohydrate? Baffling, honestly, absolutely baffling. And it's no surprise people don't stick to them either, because it's ridiculous, it's unethical. The trick to fat loss is simply eating a high protein diet with less fat and less carbs. Never cut out entire macronutrient groups unless you want to feel like shit. During a calorie deficit, you don't have to sacrifice any foods. You can eat whatever you want. as long as you're in that calorie deficit. If you just shrunk down all of those meals throughout the day and calorie counted to make sure you were still in your deficit, you could still eat all those things and still lose weight. Now, a lot of fitness apps, right, when they calculate what your body needs for the day, right, how much protein, how much fat, how much carbs, right, they only change 2 options on there. They keep everyone in a high protein diet because protein encourages fat burning, increases the metabolism. I'm not saying the metabolism is like a dial you can turn up and down. I'll make another video on that at some point. And they'll decrease the amount of fat and the amount of carbs you eat, depending on your goals. You want to gain weight, they'll put fat and carbs up. They'll keep protein high. You want to lose weight, they'll keep protein high, and they'll just lower your carbs and fats. It's really that simple. Obviously, exercise enhances this. Say, for instance, you need 1,800 calories to stay at the weight you are, right? If you're eating 1,200 calories, 1,400 calories a day and not exercising, then you're still going to lose weight. But if you exercise on top of that and burn an extra 400-500 calories, whoa, it's gonna fly off of you. You're going to be losing it so quickly because you're sticking to a diet that you can do, and an exercise routine that you can do, or an exercise routine you don't even have to do because you're going to be losing the weight anyway. You don't need Mr. 10-pound Pure Gym personal trainer matey trying to sell you fat burners, giving you really shit diet advice. No. If you're a normal person who lives a normal life and isn't a complete gym rat or health fitness, nutcase, these fad diets, you're not going to stick to them. They're not going to work for you because are you prepared to put your body through the stresses that come with these diets? No, you're probably not. You're probably not. And this is why you struggle to lose weight. Because you join a fad diet, you do it for a little bit, you end up feeling like shit or it's too hard, and then you stop. And then you get depressed and you go back to eating and you think to yourself, oh, I'm never going to be skinny. I'm never going to shed this weight. I'm forever going to be fat. And that's exactly where they want you. That is exactly where they want you. That's where the influencers want you. That is where the magazines and the newspapers want you. That's where a lot of these fitness people want you, because they want you to continue buying their programs, these shite programs. They want you to continue buying them because it makes them money. And it's as simple as that. It's all about money at the end of the day. People will market new ways to lose weight no matter how unethical they are. Influencers will come up with these fad diets as well because it's something new, it's something people will be interested in, they'll think it will work, and then it confuses you as a viewer, as a listener, as a reader in what you need to do. All because mainstream says so, all because your favorite TikToker says so. Nah, tell them to shove it up their ass and get yourself into a calorie deficit. It's pretty simple. Just don't be a bellend about it. Don't overindulge. Don't eat shit that's high in sugar. Count your calories throughout the day. Make sure you stay in your calorie deficit and you'll be as right as rain. Just don't be a bellend. Don't follow these fad diets and don't listen to other bellends who tell you about these things because they're just unethical bellends. Even if it's a personal trainer, right? If he's telling you to cut out entire macronutrients or telling you to go do a fad diet or he's putting you on one, go and get a new personal trainer. And it's a routine that you're not going to follow, and then you're going to give up, and then you're going to drop the gym as well, and then you're going to drop your personal trainer, right? Because he's given you something that you cannot stick to. Thank you for listening to this Roy talk. I hope that's enlightened some of you. I'm going to be making a few more of these. As you can see, I'm sat outside today because it's absolutely gorgeous weather. If this carries on, I'll be sat outside a bit more often. Right, bye.